So, good morning, everyone. My name's Nick Tellwright. I'm the Director of Online Development for Inter-University Partnerships. And as you can guess from my accent, I'm a Brit. And Into is a Brit company. And we'll try and... Technology is going to let us down. Anybody got any ideas how this is going to work? Yep, okay. Thank you very much. I've lost some time there. So I've been given 9 minutes and 30 seconds lost already. This is what I want to cover. So first up, we're not a tech company, but we are a growth company. And we're about enabling HE institutions to transform themselves through internationalization. We have a unique partnering model, and we enter into full joint ventures that give our partners complete academic control, flexible business model, 50-50 equity share, and a joint share of the profits from the operation. And they're long-term strategic partnerships. And we were founded in 2006 by a serial entrepreneur called Andrew Colin, who told me I was going to do this presentation on Friday because he couldn't be here. So we have 19 university partnerships, 11 in the UK, and 3 in China. And there's 4 right here in the States, and we're looking to grow that network. Since 2006, we've recruited 50,000 students onto pathway, undergraduate, and graduate programs into our partner network. And they're all international from over 126 countries. And as a result of that, we've seen our revenue grow to $200 million in 7 years, and we're confident that we can get to 500 in the next three years. We see our network growing to 15 joint venture partnerships in the UK, 10 here in the States, 7 in China, and that trajectory has proved very attractive to others. And in January, Leeds Equity Partners invested $105 million for a 25% stake in the company. We're very grateful to them, and they're proving to be fantastic partners. So what lies behind their confidence in us and the confidence in the business model? Well, there's a huge tsunami of demand being driven by global socio-economic forces. The number of higher education students has increased 5-fold since 1970. There are now 167 million students in higher education, and that number is forecast to grow to over 260 million by 2020. Now that is a 100 million student international capacity gap. Students are becoming more mobile as a result of that, looking for good quality HE education. In 1975, just 800,000 students studied outside of their own country. And by 2020, that number is expected to grow to 8 million. Now, not only are they traveling, they're traveling to different countries outside of the traditional Western destinations, and that's why we've got partners in China. In 1950, there were 20 international students in China. I don't know what their names were, but that's not a great list. By 2009, 260,000, and we think that number has probably gone up to 350,000 now, but the data isn't available. There's also been a growth in institutional mobility, 400,000 students in the United Kingdom, international students in the United Kingdom in 2010. And in 2010, there were also 400,000 students studying for UK qualifications outside of the UK. So that's quite an interesting symmetry, but it shows the extent to which institutions in the UK are looking to study abroad. Now, these are some of the mega trends that we think are driving some of the change. They present a mixture of threats, opportunities, and their challenges. For US institutions, and those that are representing US institutions here, I think the interesting and relevant ones are globalization, because the English language is now the lingua franca of the developing world, 6.6% compound growth in international students since 2002. The capacity gap for 100 million students in the next 10 years. Question, where are they going to be taught? Can't build enough universities globally to teach that many. What degrees are they going to study? What language are they going to study in? And what about the unrealized power of HE brands, particularly US brands, who are globally recognized? These forces and these issues play out against national policy frameworks in the developed world, not just here in the States, but in Europe as well. There's diminishing public funding for higher education across the developed world. There's limitations for public institutions to respond entrepreneurially to the issues we've talked about and to create growth and change. And the regulatory environments make it quite difficult for people like us in the private sector to help out and create change. And we see that impact right here in Arizona, expenditure cut by 36%. So, on the one hand, we've got huge international demand for for quality HE, but there are real difficulties for quality institutions to access it strategically. What are the options for presidents, vice-chancellors, deans? Well, we reckon there's 4. Of course, you can do nothing, not a very hopeful option. You can try to respond with limited resources and strategic focus, or you can outsource to providers with the associated reputational risks, or we think you can try and find a strategic development partner for your internationalization strategies. That partner needs to be a trusted partner who adds additionality, complementarity, and a robust and attractive business model. And as I said, our JVs are long-term strategic agreements with common principles, flexible design, deeply embedded 50-50 equity participation. University contributes brand, academic quality, degree validation, and Intu provides a set of transformational internationalization resources. And together, we build a full set of internationally appropriate academic language courses with full wraparound suites of internationally focused student services. Our company is built on 5 core values: partnership, purpose, passion, performance, and pride. And around that, we've got elements that are common to all the joint ventures, but with some flexibility depending on who our partners are. Now we've lost a slide here. Wraparound services for our students. We're building sector-leading facilities. We've got huge global points of presence, 31 offices reaching 55 countries in 17 languages. And our partners are now outperforming domestic competition in their recruitment. Oregon enrollment's up 78%, which is twice the state average. And result, we're making very positive financial difference to our partner universities every year. That's enough revenue that's going back to fund to faculty. All that care and focus brings outstanding student success across the network. The average GPA of an Intu OSU student outperforms direct admits. And the future for us, on an organic basis, is just about broader and deeper internationalization strategies for our universities. Stronger brand, more international collaboration, more recruitment. And in 6 years, we feel we've developed quite a lot: investment, financial returns, academic success. But more importantly, and perhaps for this presentation, is that we've built what we believe is a scalable platform to become a truly global force in higher education. Our business has been built around international student mobility. This is one of the pin-up boys of our industry, Joseph Sutter, the chief engineer of the 747. We're about student mobility. Cheap air flight made our industry possible. But this is the pin-up for the future. I had to put him up here because he's a Brit, Tim Berners-Lee. The future of internationalization, we think, is about online. And we believe that the future for us is about leveraging our global points of presence internationally, helping online blended programs through points of presence, regional office networks, a series of world education centers that we're going to build, and global institutional partners. And we think we can transform international online and blended delivery by doing that. We can combine blended and face-to-face with our partners. We can fill the capacity gap, in some cases, that's emerging across the world. Thank you very much.